Hey guys, welcome back to Small Snooker 19 and another matchup. Today we do another Crucible first round match. Mark Selby, the three-time world champion, playing Zhao Xintong from China, the Greyhound, world number 65. He's actually had 47 career century breaks, and you know, since turning pro in 2016, that's not half bad for a man who's probably lost more games than he's won at this point. So, you know, he looks like a good player. We're going to take under the role of Mark Selby here. We're going to try and win it. But yeah, he takes mantle today. He's on at the moment. And he finishes his match tonight. Obviously, he's had a poor season by his standards.
Hello, welcome to this
but we'll see.
match at the home of snooker, the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Zhao Xintong to break.
So I think, you know, Mark Selby would have been pleasantly looking at the draw, you know, for this tournament. Because if he'd got somebody like Ali Carter, he'd have been second favourite in my book. But, you know, he's got a best of 19 against a young guy, and, you know, he'll feel like he can try and build his way into the tournament. So we'll see. Oh dear, that's a terrible safety. You won't see Mark Selby playing that sort of stuff. We just got the double kiss, that was the problem. The dreaded double kiss, the DDK as Dennis would call it. So Zhao Xintong, let's have a little look at how you play.
One
of the 6 Chinese players at this year's tournament. And middle ranked really for, compared to the rest of them. You know, obviously Ding's the Chinese number 1. Oh my goodness.
Very surprising.
That was a bad miss with the rest there. Crucible nerves we can attribute that to. So let's try and knock this red into the right corner. But yeah, the Jester from Leicester hasn't really had the best of seasons this year. He has won a tournament, but you know, he's lost his world number 1 rank and that he had for 5 years. It was always going to happen, you know. At one point he was going to have a bad spell and all the ranking points come off. That's just what happens if you're really consistent over a long period.
8.
And obviously he's got the big one coming off this year because he obviously won the World Championship 2 years ago. But didn't win it last year. Actually went out in the first round. So
he's played it badly. That should have been potted.
That's a bad miss, but that basically sums up Mark Selby's season.
He needs to be wary of underhitting this.
Yeah, you know, big amount of ranking points coming off. But if he wins the event, he will probably go back to number 1. That's what people don't realise, because the winning the Worlds is 500,000 ranking points, if you like, this year rather than 375, which he's losing off his score. So
nicely positioned for the black.
You know, if he wins it, he's gaining 125,000. So, yeah, you know, I think that's very interesting. We'll see how he does over the longer matches. He's of course always a threat. You know, if he can get through this first round against Zhao, but Zhao will go in there with no fear, and you know, a bit like Tian Peng Fei against Stephen Maguire. You know, he's got a chance to make some headway against Selby. He'll probably get some chances. It's just about taking them. What a shot that is.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
24.
That's a good pot.
26.
On the yellow. So this is a good chance to win the frame, to be honest with you, from Zhao. He's already 22 points in front, and you know, the reds are nicely split.
34.
It's not the best positional shot. He is on this still, but tough to get onto the black. And he just flicks that red, so things are starting to unravel a little
35.
bit. Be nice to try and make a trademark Selby clearance in this
42.
frame.
This should be straightforward enough.
No, how's his position? It's pretty good still. So this is a good chance. if he performs like this. You know, Mark Selby. You know, granted we missed a fairly easy red,
51.
but he's took these nicely. Yep.
58.
So he's 53 in front. So he needs this red and a black. And he's won the frame.
Position looks good for a colour.
59.
Down it goes.
That should effectively remove any ideas his opponent may have of a comeback.
66.
Excellent.
Oh, well played.
67.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Well, it would be nice to see you make a century, to be honest here.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
I mean, we can't say anything here. This is fantastic stuff from him.
Cue ball not really under control there, but irrelevant in this frame.
77.
He's playing the pot here. He's
Not
missed
quite.
it, but it doesn't really matter.
So we might as well try and clear the table
77.
with Mark just to finish this sort of preview matchup. But yeah, nice little break of 67 there from Zhao.
Oh,
And,
wonderful shot.
He's took this first frame at least, obviously,
One.
over the best of 19. We'd have had a lot more of a chance to sort of play our game. But in these one frame shootouts, anybody can win, and they usually do. You know? So that's why the shootout is such a fun tournament, because you never know who's going to win that. You know, it's not purist snooker by any stretch of the imagination, but it produces results, and you know, it's kind of fun as a one-off. You know, whether it should be a ranked event or not is another thing entirely, but it gives an extra dimension to it, most definitely. And you know, it's the same for every player, so if they don't want to enter it, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
12.
But
Only the colours
Yeah.
remaining.
nice little clearance from us here, just to
Nicely
show
onto the green.
that we can actually play this game once in a while. But we will have a couple of more matchups for this first round. Obviously, we've got Ronnie versus James Cahill tomorrow, so we'll have a video out
Nicely
for that.
onto
We've
the
got
ground.
Stu Bingham versus Graham Dott.
17.
That's going to be a fantastic match. Lazowski versus Ali Carter is going to be a good match as well. So, you know, we will be
21.
covering a lot of the first round matches, and
Perfect.
you know,
pace
not all
required
of
for this
them,
shot.
but we're going to cover the ones that I think are probably the most interesting ones, and have a look at
Well,
the top
an
players.
excellent
Judd
ball.
Trump versus Tepchaya as well.
26.
That's going to be a fascinating encounter. So expect all those videos coming out the next few days, as well as career mode at 1 o'clock and 8 o'clock UK
32.
time. But a nice little clearance of 39 here, making this frame look a little bit more competitive than it really was. But Mark Selby loses this first frame and perhaps goes out of the championship. Well, what will happen today?
39.
Let me know down in the comments what you
Frame,
think about Mark
unmatched,
Selby's chances
Zhao Xintong.
this
Frame of
year
match.
at the Crucible. I think he'll make the quarterfinal, but I don't think, you know, he can win the matches against a Ronnie or a Judd Trump or a Neil Robertson. So I don't think he's going to win it this year, but I do think he'll, you know, at least get to the quarterfinals and play some decent stuff. But when he comes up against a real top player, I'm not sure he's got enough at the moment. But we'll see, you know, we'll see how he plays today, and you know, predictions could be changed later down the line. But if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does help me out. Means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily Snooker 19 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.